I want to bring you, as a historian, a message of hope. The dictatorship is not strong. The dictatorship is frightened. You would not have Khamenei warning that anyone talking about free elections is engaged in sedition and is a traitor if he were not terrified of free elections. And why would a dictator be terrified of free elections? Because he knows he would lose them. Now, if you have to distrust the people so much that you can't give them a choice, you give up all legitimacy. And one of the major goals of the democracies should be to hammer away at the absolute lack of legitimacy on the part of the Iranian dictatorship, which does not deserve to be negotiated for an agreement to survive. Our goal should be to replace the dictatorship, not to find an agreement with it. But let me be very clear about what I believe our goal has to be. There is not, I wish to disagree with the term I've heard here, there is not a third path. Because people argue, well, there's going to be war or a nuclear Iran. No. There's going to be war sooner or war later. But a nuclear Iran will inevitably be very aggressive, very risk-taking, and very dangerous if this dictatorship has nuclear weapons. So there are only two choices. A choice of sooner or later being forced to confront the dictatorship, or a direct, clear movement to undermine and replace the dictatorship as the only path to peace in the region is to have a free and an independent Iran in which the people choose the government, because the people will not choose war. We have to do a much better job of communicating to people in Europe, America, and across the planet that this dictatorship is illegitimate, is weak, and is dangerous. Its very weakness makes it dangerous. The fact is, we need to isolate the dictatorship and establish as our goal its replacement, and we need to be clear, and this is a political argument in every country. What should our goal be? Let me give you the example of the cynicism of building a prison and calling it Camp Liberty. Totally cynical. But we should be saying there's only one relocation plan that makes sense. The 3,100 people in Camp Liberty should be relocated to a free, democratic Iran where they can go home in security. We should not accept the premise that this dictatorship will last for years and years. We should insist on continuing to increase the sanctions, continuing to increase the isolation, and we need a dramatically greater political campaign inside Iran to give every young Iranian hope that there is a better future, a future of freedom, a future of prosperity, a future without threats, and a future where they can travel across the planet and not be afraid of their own government. I believe that this movement and your president is a key step to a free Iran. I am honored to be here, and I salute the courage all of you have, and in particular, the courage she has.